Shorty Mix That News, DJ Reflex in the mix. Yesi, Ortiz, Mark Ronson is here. So, man, before we play Uptown Funk, your album is out today.
It's out today.
Today.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I heard you say earlier that you didn't even get a copy. Like, you hadn't officially gotten a copy until most recently. You're like,
basically, I saw, because I follow Reflex on Twitter, and I saw he posted a picture of him holding the CD, and I didn't even have a CD. I hadn't even seen a CD yet. Not one from my mom, nobody. So I was like, can I get one of those too, please? But
and I had just, about a week ago, I had just got, I had bought the Daffodil single, was available on iTunes, and I had bought that because I had heard that, which is like one of my favorite cuts off the album. So when I got a copy, got handed by the label the copy, I was extremely excited. So I just, I tweeted it like, I'm finally going to get to hear this, because people knew how excited I was. And then Mark right away was like, I don't have a copy of my own album,
But if anybody should have it, I'm glad it was you that had it first.
Yeah, right. I mean, this is a nice piece of work, that what you've got here, because just reading about what you put into it and like the meaning behind all the songs, it's like, man, this is an art.
Yeah, well, we took a year, even more, like making this record. We took a drive through the deep South, going through Louisiana and Memphis and all these places, looking for like an incredible female soul vocalist that we found, and all these things went into it. So it was a lot of work, and hopefully it's in there. Yeah,
it's an amazing brainchild from you, but also I when you read the credits and you see the people that played the music, the instrumentalists, the players, the backup singers, and everything. How did you go into it knowing this was the type of cast you're putting together, or was it literally like starting from song one and just building out from that point and being like, okay, we did this track, we got to get so and so on this?
Well, the first thing I did was I got in the studio with Jeff Basker, who produced a lot of 808s and Heartbreaks and Alicia Keys, and we just started writing. And then he had the idea to go through the South, and then we got to Memphis, and then we were in Memphis, we were recording where they did all the Al Green stuff, and the funk just kind of got in us, and that's when the record and Bruno was there. Mystikal took a turn for the funk side, and it's just all these great things that happen by accident that go into making a record, and a lot of hard work.
Yeah, specifically with the Mystikal record, when you did that track, I mean, I know in the past I've thought before, it's crossed my mind, like Mystikal's almost like a James Brownie type of vocal if he went all the way with it. Was he your first choice, I mean, on that, or was there like an ABC of like, if we can't get Mystikal, so-and-so would also be good on this? Or was it like, no, we have to get Mystikal on this?
I think it was just Mystikal. I was a big fan of that underground record he put out, Hit It, last year. And so we literally driving around Baton Rouge in the middle of the night, like completely lost, and we show up at KLC, who did all the classic No Limit stuff and Move. And we show up at his house basically in the middle of the night, and we're like, can you ask Mystikal to come over? And he was very cool and friendly. Mystikal came over, and we made the connection. And then when we went to Memphis, we got there, and him and Bruno and Phil wrote that record, Feel Right, together.
Yeah. And did Mystikal get the concept pretty quickly, or did you feel like you had to over-explain it all? Did he?
I didn't do anything but play him the track.
Cool.
He's just so smart, and he just came with it, and he knew exactly what it is. I feel like that's so natural to him to be that performer.
I mean, he actually is doing that choreography on the performance too on SNL, which I appreciated to see Mystikal actually at some point join Bruno in the cast. Yeah, and actually put in some footwork.
He wanted to do all of the moves. We were like, awesome. No, you have to be Mystikal because you're so great at that. He's
that's awesome.
Incredible talent.
You guys just look like you're having so much fun. Even with when Bruno does Uptown Funk, like the entire performance is like on point. Like all the moves, the music. It's great.
His moves is, everything about all his performances is like, he puts everything into it. And I guess like after you've done the Super Bowl, it's like now everything he does has to be like conceptually, like we have this performance that we're doing on Ellen later today, which is really inspired by like all those incredible Arsenio Hall hip hop performances from the 90s. That explains my high top fade that I'm wearing right now. So definitely check that out as well. It's like a different side of the performance. But
since you got the 90s fade going through, I'm having a 90s theme party this weekend for my birthday. If you want to come and make a little cameo, by all means, I'll text you my Addy.
I'll make drinks, I can bartend, whatever you need.
That's gonna be the theme, man. You re-inspired me. Mark Ronson is here. The album is out today.
Special thanks to Robert Wayne Footwear and Doc Martin.